Hi guys, so today I will be talking about the Milani Blackout Eyeshadow. I've used this so much that like the little top part washed off of it, so you can't even see the Milani part, but this is the Milani Blackout Eyeshadow. If you guys actually type in Milani, and then if you type in like 02 Blackout, you guys will be able to see this product. But at the top of this it just says Runway Eyes, use wet to intensify or dry for a softer look. I will talk about that a little bit later, but like I said, this color is just the 02 Blackout. And then right here it just says the ingredients, it says the net weight, and then it just says all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna open this to give you guys a better look. So guys, getting started on this, I'm really honestly not one to purchase individual eyeshadows. I kind of feel like when it comes to eyeshadows and stuff like that, I love buying palettes. I'm a palette girl. I will spend all my money on a palette. And so when it comes to eyeshadows, I typically like will purchase multiple palettes on palettes on palettes, and yeah, like I said that. But if you guys can see the sparkles in the eyeshadow, it was calling my name. I had to. So I was shopping around Walmart, and I've had this for quite a while, guys. This is like when I first started out college, and I actually just graduated. So I've had this well over 3 years. So around 4 years that I've had this for. And I was shopping around Walmart and just looking at the makeup and stuff like that. And so I saw this and I picked it up, and it was just like calling my name. But I put it back down and I walked past it. And then before going to the checkout aisle, I was like, oh my goodness, like I have to go back and get that eyeshadow. Like I literally cannot like miss up, like I just couldn't leave Walmart without it. So I ended up purchasing it. It was, at the time, it was, I want to say, expensive. Right now the pricing for it is still a little bit expensive, but I just want to put this out here, guys, and this is why I consistently kept saying I love buying palettes over singular eyeshadows. So this is just figurative numbers. This is not the exact price of this eyeshadow. I'm just honestly making up a number from what I usually see eyeshadows are around. But a singular eyeshadow that I always see is around $7 or $8, or around $6 or $7. If you guys were to get a palette, it's going to be around, depending on the palette, guys, depending on the palette, it's going to be around $10 or $15. So 6 or 7, like only two eyeshadows, singular eyeshadows is like $14. A whole palette is like $15. If you guys want, even if we're talking about like name brand expensive palettes, $60, guys. If you get the same amount of eyeshadow that is going to be on those palettes, I guarantee it's going to be way more expensive than the actual palette. So this is why I always stick to my palettes are better than singular eyeshadows. But guys, not in this case. So like I said before, I've had this for well around 4 years, still lasting, still a big bump. And I just want to say this, I don't use this often, but when I use it enough to, it should have made like a dent so far, and the only part that's dented so far is like the top part. I know they say be careful if you have like older makeup, because you want to make sure that your like skin isn't going to break out to it and you're not going to be allergic or anything like that. So I do understand that aspect of it. So I am very cautious when it comes to like using this and stuff. And I have like asked around and asked a couple people who have like who knows about makeup and knows like how long you should be leaving stuff. And guys, for anybody who doesn't know this, makeup does have an expiration date. So if you do a little bit of research on your own, you can find out whether you should still be using or whether you should not still be using something. So just make sure you guys are being cautious. But yeah, this was okay to still keep using. like it said on the back, it says use wet for more. You can dab your eyeshadow brush in a little bit of water and then use this with it, and guys, it makes your makeup so extravagant. Like, it looks like it's definitely like a look. And so if you guys are into that and you're into like extravagant looks, I definitely suggest like trying this eyeshadow with a little bit of water. But I'm extravagant, but I'm not like super extravagant, so I only like to use mine dry. And so this eyeshadow, guys, is very pigmented. I just want to show you guys, it is very, very pigmented. And I just didn't even put my hand in there that much. It was just like a little swivel. And guys, that is honestly, wholeheartedly how it shows up on your eyelid. Like, it's very like pigmented. Definitely, it's definitely gonna show that you guys used it. And guys, I just literally tried to wipe it off. It's honestly still there. So that is the other part about this eyeshadow, is that it's a little bit hard to get off. I suggest instead of using a makeup remover, you try to use something along the lines of like a solution or something if you are planning on wearing this out for a long time, and when you come home trying to get it off, just be very careful with that portion of this. But like I said, guys, a really good eyeshadow. This is the Milani Blackout, and it comes in the model or the color 02 Blackout if you guys search it under that. And yeah, it's a really good eyeshadow.